Girls Can,
Girls Will,
and Girls Did. I'm your host, Nania.
And I am Tahira.
So, Tahira, what in the world are we doing today?
Today we're going to talk about the usage of foil.
Foil.
Foil. You ready?
Like some aluminum foil?
Yes, aluminum foil. Some easy tips.
Okay, because I remember back in the day, you don't mess with mama foil because foil was expensive.
It is. It still is expensive. So, but there are things that you can do with it that are survival. And there are things that you can do around the house with it that may not be for what you would think you use foil for.
Okay, well, I can't wait to see.
Yes. And we're going to do it in 2 parts because I got a couple of tips.
All right, let's go.
Okay, ladies and girls and gents and boys, all of you, right? So we talked about foil. And this looks simple, right? Nothing too spectacular about it. What can this really do for anything that's considered survival or just in the home? Well, we've discovered what we can do with batteries, but what else can we do with foil? Well, few little tips. First, imagine taking this foil, right? And we're not boiling. We are balling this piece of foil up to where you can use this like a Brillo pad. So, say you're in the kitchen, you don't have a Brillo pad, it's the holiday time, right? Foil is used a lot during the holiday time. People like to wrap up food and take it to go, or people are wrapping it up and putting their leftovers in the refrigerator, and you're cooking a lot. Foil is a star in a lot of homes during this time of the year. But anyway, a Brillo pad. You can use it to clean pots. You can also use it, like if you go camping, you have like a small little grill or something and you want to get that leftover food off. This is great as a Brillo pad. Tip number 1. All right? Next, tip number 2. What are we doing with this? What can we do with this? Well, all I did was take 2 or 3 pieces of foil and kind of boil it up. Not boil, again, ball it up, right? I'm so sorry, I can't help it. But you can use it to catch water. You can use it to boil. Now we're boiling. Boil water. And anything else that you're trying to hold. So this can be like a makeshift bowl, makeshift cup, anything within, out there in the wilderness. If you're camping, you can use foil for that, because aluminum foil is so easy to basically mold into whatever you need it to be. So remember that. That's why a lot of campers actually take foil with them when they go camping. So this is another great tip. Tip number 2. Next, tip number 3. So behind this foil is just a piece of cardboard, right? Who would ever think you get into the wild and you get lost and you're trying to signal for help? So you can use this to reflect towards the sun to try to show someone that you may need help. So this is another great tip that you can use for foil. Sometimes people don't have to wrap it with cardboard, just have it like this. That's why they take foil with them, because they can use this to either try to hit a plane, or anything like that, because this is very visible when you're talking about a whole bunch of green forest. This will shine through, especially if you don't have a flare gun, right? So this is another thing you can use foil, is to signal help. Tip number 3. What else can you do with this? So this is the last tip for today, but we have some more tips coming. Tip number 4. Let's say you have a light, right? And you're trying to use it in the tent, but it's only seen right here, right? When you want to magnify it a little bit. But what you can do is the same thing that you can use to signal with help. You can amplify your light by putting it in there and using it to create a larger area for lighting. So it helps to also amplify light. Tip number 4.
So here, girl, you did that.
I did do that.
Foil. I never knew you could use foil for so many different things.
You can. And look out for part 2. So we are going to definitely give you even a few more little things that you can do with foil. But just some simple tips, simple things that, hey, Who would have known you could do that, right?
All right. Well, girls can.
Girls will.
And girls did that.
Remember to like, share, and
Subscribe.